Oi, Dad, what's on TV? You younger chaps. See, when I was your age, we had no TV. We just told stories to each other while eating amasu. But times have changed, Dad. We have TVs to tell stories now. Yo, times have changed indeed. Because when we finally had a TV, we only had ZNBC, and it used to start broadcasting at 17 hours and end at midnight with the epilogue. Epilogue? Now what in the world is that? Actually, for the longest time, I thought epilogue was a movie. Anyway, now we have many channels running 24/7. But out of curiosity, Bushe, who exactly controls the broadcast media in Zambia? It's the IBA, Dad. Iwe, you mean the IBA regulates all broadcast media here in Zambia? Well, not really, Dad. You see, the IBA have more powers to regulate the private media, when it has very limited power to regulate ZNBC. For example, the IBA does not issue a broadcast license, nor has it got sufficient legal authority to regulate ZNBC content. But why? I have known ZNBC and I pay TV levy. Why should it be outside an established broadcast regulator like the IBA? Well, I have a similar question for you, Dad. I wonder why the IBA cannot be given full legal power to regulate ZNBC like all private broadcast media. IBA should be able to suspend or revoke the ZNBC license if it fails to meet the legal mandate of being a true public service broadcaster that covers all views, especially on programs that matter, like the main news. Well, I agree with you 100%. But it is so sad that IBA only has sufficient powers to regulate private broadcasting stations in Zambia and not ZNBC. Absolutely right, Dad. ZNBC is not fully regulated by IBA, and this makes the operations of the broadcasting industry not fair. There is need to fully transform ZNBC into a public broadcaster. Now that is kafuafua, or as you millennials call it, beef. I'm sure ZNBC feels like that mature man who has all the experience after working for decades, only to be told from now on, this young lad will be regulating you. Exactly. But even me, I would refuse mwe. But then, Dad, times have changed. The Act of Parliament was done so you can get the stories you want the right way. Because if you're not happy about the station's broadcasting, you can get in touch with the IBA, and they will follow it up. So every station needs to be regulated by IBA. I think that IBA must have full power to regulate ZNBC so it can be transformed into a full public service broadcaster. So you are telling me you learned all this from Brexit? It's not Brexit, Dad. It's Britain. You see, Brexit is... Shatstira that we now talk the whole day, eh? Let's watch some TV, Nom. Support the campaign for IBA to regulate ZNBC fully. Demand the full transformation of ZNBC into a public service broadcaster. This message is brought to you by MISA Zambia.